Hello, this is a beta video for a route called Uncle Dad. It's a 13A on Hillbilly Rock in the Flatirons in Boulder, Colorado. And it's been a couple years since I've spent multiple days on a sport climbing project. I had a lot of fun on this one and definitely got me psyched to get back into sport climbing. This route took me 3 days. The first day was spent working on just the individual moves, especially the crux, and by the end of the day I could do all the moves except the actual crux boulder problem. I figured out beta that I thought could work on the crux, but I never actually did it on the first day. The route starts with relatively easy climbing to the first crux. That first crux is the hardest sequence of the whole route. I'd call it maybe V5 or V6 by itself. It's a couple of hard pulls off of some pretty small crimps. After that, some easier climbing leads to an okay rest. I wasn't able to fully recover at that rest, but it was enough to kind of get my heart rate down a little bit before the next crux. The second crux, which is kind of a reachy move, is a little easier. I thought it was maybe V3 or V4. After that second crux, there were a few more easier but kind of pumpy moves to a good rest where your weight is finally back on your feet. There are a few more moves to the anchor, but they're pretty easy and there's a good no hands rest in between. So once you get to that good rest above the second crux, the route is pretty much over. On the second day, I was able to finally get through the lower crux using the beta that I had worked at on the first day. This was a big step because I finally had done all the moves on the route. I then was able to do a good link from the start of the lower crux all the way through to the good rest at the end of the steep climbing. After this, I was confident to start giving it some red point attempts. On the first red point attempt, I felt strong but tentative. I was trying to climb as securely as possible, which meant going kind of slow. Filming my attempts turned out to be really useful in finding little mistakes that cost some time and energy here and there.
Yeah, dude. What? Yeah.
After getting through the second crux, I thought there was a good chance that I might be able to send it on my first red point go, but I could feel the pump was building and I started getting a little nervous. I fumbled a clip a little bit and I was being a little bit indecisive with my feet, and then the pump was just too much and I was off.
Oh, this gets hard. Oh, yeah.
After a long rest, the route went back into the shade around 3 p.m. I gave it another attempt trying to be a little bit faster, try to beat the pump clock.
Come on. Yes, dude.
Unfortunately, at this point of the day, I was powered down a little and just didn't have enough strength to get through that second crux.
Yeah, I could feel I was getting a little tired there.
On day 3, I felt confident that I might be able to send, but the forecast wasn't looking great. High temperatures in the 60s with 0 clouds and 0 wind meant that heat was a real concern. While warming up that day, I felt a little weaker. It took me a couple of tries to get through the crux in isolation.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah, dude. Good. Come on. Yeah, dude. What? Oh, come on. Yes. Come on, Buster. Come on. Yes. Woo! Nice, man.
Once I got to the rest, I pretty much knew that I had it in the bag, but still, I gave myself plenty of time to rest just to minimize the chance of falling off the last couple of moves.
And yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Woo! Good job, Nick. Good. There you go. And derby.
For me, this route was a great way to get back into projecting, and I'm super psyched to continue on. Thanks for watching.